Okay, this is going to be Effortless Power Part 2. So in the first part, and I think I even put these stripes on for that, is to get the idea that sort of the intuitive way to hinge is to hinge back, release through, hinge back. So hinge, release, hinge, release. If you delay that whole action, you're gaining some power by moving your release a little bit later in your swing. This is something you're feeling happening in your hands, and you're responding to that with your body. So that's one way to create more power without using more force. So here's another way, and it has to do with how and when you rotate your body and at what pace in different parts of your swing. So the mistake that I've had my whole life, and it comes back, and then now I'm aware of it, so I can remind myself and hopefully stop doing it. But like I think a lot of people, I'll get to the top of the swing and I'll start rotating right away, or rotating too quickly. So what's happening in a golf swing, and the reason that doesn't work, is the downward force in the golf swing is gravity, and that's a constant. So if I say toss this ball up in the air, gravity will apply this constant force this way, and it's a certain amount of force constantly applied, right? But the speed obviously is faster and faster. As it accelerates down, it's moving faster. So that's the downward force that you're experiencing on your arms, on the club. That's always a constant in the golf swing, is that you're always interacting with gravity. So if gravity is falling at a certain rate, and I rotate faster than it's falling, I'm creating a path for the ball now, that if the ball needs to go, say, at a 45-degree angle, if the club, I'm just imagining this is the falling of the club. If I rotate too fast, I'm going out over the ball. So the only way to get there then is to take a path that goes now slowing down, so gravity can add more force and catch up. And now I'm coming into the ball too steep, and I'm slowing down, and the force I want to be going fast isn't this way, it's this way. So how do I get gravity essentially to take and help me? How do I work with gravity? So what you need to do is let gravity be faster than you at first. So the faster gravity is relative to me at first. Now watch, I'll imagine a speed. This is a speed of gravity. It's falling. And if I turn slowly, see that motion? If I turn slowly at first, it's going to fall, and then I'm going to catch it and turn that vertical velocity into horizontal velocity. So that's what you want in your swing. You want to capture gravity and then turn it around the corner, essentially, and get it to be moving that way through the ball without any effort to bring it down, and being able to then rotate hard through the ball and push back against it to accelerate it, like you're snapping a whip sort of. So it's dropping, you're moving with it, and then accelerating it by pushing now against that thing that's now moving around you. You all know that if you take like a ball on a string and you back up, the ball moves faster, right? So you shrink that circular motion. So if you have a big circle, you turn it into a small circle. So how are you going to find that in a golf swing? So if you have this trainer, it really helps. And here's the reason why. This is heavy enough that I can't alter it mechanically. It's too much mass to alter. So I can't alter the swing plane and catch up and get down and do all those things. I have to go with it. I have to be responsive now to gravity. So we'll try the 3 versions and do this for yourself. And if you don't have this, a heavy object of some sort will give you an idea. It won't give you, obviously, arm plane shape, all the kind of elements that clue you into how to translate it to a golf swing, but you can still get the idea. So, but something heavy is better than a golf club. So if I go back I'm going to try the first version where I rotate too soon. And I'm not going to worry about what my body does except in terms of rotation. I'm going to attend to the first part of it and then let my body react to get me where I know I need to go, which is right through there. So if I'll do rotate fast at first and then try to get there. Okay, I'm going to rotate fast and then I have to slow down. And try it for yourself and you'll see I'm not faking that. I'm not like doing a deliberate weird move. I just rotate kind of fast and my body, knowing the task is to get there, will slow down. Now I'm going to rotate at a speed that feels like it matches the fall exactly. So try that yourself. So try to match the fall with your rotation. You can see already that's faster. That looks like a nice golf swing, right? Now I've got a good motion. I'm not starting here and then trying to get back down. So you're naturally going to do this, so just pay attention to how fast you start this. That's the only part you really have to pay attention to. Now, what if I want to then take it even farther? So that's a straight line, so I've matched gravity. Now, what if I let it fall and really feel like I'm not turning almost at all, or just very, very slowly, and then see what happens. See what happens, what my body does to get myself back there. So again, I'm not directing, creating speed. I'm not trying to make it go faster. All I'm trying to do is rotate as slowly as I can right here. So that's my task. So now, all that is completely reactive to, I have to get there, and I let it fall farther. That's all. So try this again. Let it fall. So that's it. That's your task. Your body's going to figure out how fast to rotate to get back to the ball. So the slower you start, the faster you can go. That's just the physics of it. So that's why Jack Nicklaus said, what do you do when you want to really hit one far? He said, I try to swing as slow as I can. Which sounds, that doesn't make sense, swing as slow as I can, but what he really, and maybe he didn't understand the physics of it, but what he really meant is if I start my swing very slowly, I know I actually will, in the end, go faster through the ball. So get your feeling then, and now pick up a club, and we're going to be working, well, I'll just hit a couple, hopefully I'll hit one nice and square. But again, I'm not trying to get, again, the task needs to stay the same, which is, I'm not trying to move fast through here. What I'm trying to do is rotate as slowly as I can to start down without any manipulation of my arms. Now I have to feel a little bit, since the club is so light, I have to sort of think of my arms and club as one thing. So I have some mass to respond to. I have to understand that something is falling in relation to gravity, and I'm working with that. So you can do the same thing. Get the feeling, and then just go ahead and do one nice and easy at first, and then start pushing the parameter out. How far can you let it drop before you turn? How long can you take here before you rotate through? So I'll just do kind of a medium one where I kind of match, feels like I'm matching gravity. So it's not bad, it's a nice swing, nice and smooth, down the middle, kind of like that. Let me see, I've got my thing covering here, so let's go there. So 222, beautiful, perfect number. And now I'll do one or two more. If I hit one, I'll be done. So now I'm going to push this part. So more time, as much time as I can take there. More time. Well, this is how, when you're 62 and you want to hit it farther, this is how you do it. You can go get speed sticks and you can develop your fast twitch and everything, but most people's swings are mechanically not efficient, and they're not accelerating in the right place to create speed without hurting themselves or straining or swinging as hard as they can or anything like that. So it's really about creating the most efficient swing and getting the most out of gravity, and then just turning gravity around and turning it into horizontal velocity through the ball. So I'll try one more. Let's see, get my feeling staying back here. Feel like it drops like insanely far. It will be a task. At first you won't be able to do it at all, then you can let it drop a little more, and you just have to stay with it. So as slowly as I can start down will produce the best result for me. So that's my only task, is start down, get through the ball. See, okay. Let's see what I got. Oh, I like it's down the middle. Getting pretty decent carry there. So there's 249, not bad. I don't have a lot more in me than that, and frankly, I'm happy with 249. I can get it up to 265, 270. So I would just work on that. Forget about going more than that. But if you want to then add the last gear, it's this. So this is just accelerating and then pushing against it, and I'll try one. Let's see, it adds one more dimension to attend to. So you have to first of all do it, accelerate as slow as you can, get yourself back to the ball, get comfortable with that, and then when that feels like an unconscious motion, then your velocity through the ball is a pushing back against the swing to get a last minute speed out of it. So I'll try. But I would not do this until this part all feels completely natural. We'll see if I can get anything extra out of this. See, I probably didn't catch that. I mean, I swung a little faster, but I don't think I caught it all that well, so I'm not expecting anything more, probably even less. Alright, so anyway, there's your task. This is the big one, is let it drop as long as you can, rotate as slowly as you can, and then just let your body instinctively speed up in order to get to the ball. That's all you got to do.